Welcome to the Success Mindset Podcast, where we empower you to unlock your full potential and achieve greatness. Join us as we explore the transformative power of your mindset and uncover the strategies that will help you conquer your goals and create the life that you've always dreamed of. So buckle up, get inspired, and let's dive into today's episode. Welcome to the Success Mindset Podcast. Today we're diving into mastering the mundane, the secret to big results. We're talking about the small, consistent actions that don't seem exciting in the moment, but are the key to long-term success in leadership, business, and in life. You might think success comes from those big, groundbreaking moments and game-changing ideas, major career shifts, or that one decision that catapults everything forward. But that's only part of the story. The real secret, mastering the mundane. It's easy to overlook the small, repetitive tasks that don't seem to move the needle much in the moment. Checking in with your team, or planning the day the night before, or refining a process that's already works. These things, they don't feel exciting, but they are the foundation of sustainable success. The challenge is when these routines slip, the impact isn't immediate. You don't notice right away that your team feels less connected. Productivity doesn't crash overnight, but over time, cracks start to show. Miscommunication leads to confusion. Small inefficiencies snowball into bigger setbacks. And before you know it, you're scrambling to fix the problems that could have been prevented with simple, consistent action. So today we're diving into why the small things matter so much and how shifting your mindset about these daily habits can lead to the biggest results in your leadership and in your business. Success isn't about luck or single moments of brilliance. It's about what you do consistently. Darren Hardy calls this the compound effect. Small actions repeated over time create massive results. But here's the catch. Those small actions work both ways. The habits that you keep shape your future, whether they're good or whether they're bad. Think about a coach training a championship team, and if they only focus on game day and they neglect the day-to-day fundamentals like conditioning and drills and mindset work, success becomes a gamble. But if they master the details, refining the basics every single day, winning is a matter of luck, it's a matter of inevitable. Nick Saban, one of the most successful college football coaches of all time, built his legacy on this exact principle. He calls it the process. His players don't focus on winning championships. They focus on executing every single play with precision, with discipline, and excellence. One drill at a time, one rep at a time. That's how you create unstoppable momentum. And the same principle applies to leadership. The way you run your meetings, the effort that you put into team communication, the consistency in your follow-ups. These small actions set the tone for everything else. Now imagine a business where employees start feeling disconnected. At first, everything seems fine. Deadlines aren't being met, projects aren't getting done, but something is missing. Productivity starts dipping. People seem disengaged. Leadership assumes the issue must be external, maybe compensation or maybe the workload. But what if the real issue is something simple? What if communication isn't as strong as it used to be? What if team members feel unseen or unappreciated? A small shift, like starting each morning with a quick team check-in or making it a habit to personally acknowledge contributions, could be all it takes to turn things around. At first, these small efforts might not seem like much, but over time, they create a culture where people feel valued, where engagement increases, and where minor adjustments lead to major improvements. This is how real transformation happens, not through dramatic overhauls, but through small, intentional changes that compound over time. Here's the challenge. Look at your daily routines. What small things are you doing consistently that are moving you forward? And what small things are slipping through the cracks? Number one, look at lead with intention. Before your next meeting, take 5 minutes to think about what outcome you want and show up with clarity. Number two, celebrate the small wins. Each day, take a moment to recognize one thing that's going well, either for yourself or for someone on your team. Number three, shift your perspective. When a task feels tedious, remind yourself that small disciplines create big results. The mundane work is what makes the breakthroughs possible. Number 4, prioritize learning. Spend 15 minutes a day developing a skill, whether it's leadership, strategy, or personal growth. Small investments in knowledge, they compound over time. And number 5, take immediate action. Before the day ends, send a message of appreciation to someone who consistently handles the behind-the-scenes work. Let them know that they're valued. The beauty of these actions is that they don't require massive effort, they just require consistency. Mastering the mundane isn't about adding more to your plate. It's about doing the small things well over and over until they create momentum that moves you forward. The leaders who build thriving businesses, high-performing teams, and lasting impact aren't the ones that are waiting for a perfect moment. They're the ones who commit to excellence in the everyday. So as you go about your day, ask yourself, what small action can I take today that will make a difference 6 months from now? And if you want to dive deeper into this concept, check out The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. It's a game changer when it comes to understanding how small habits shape your future. And make sure to join me next week when we talk about the role of emotional energy in leadership, how the way you show up emotionally affects your team, your business, and your long-term success. Every success story is built on the same foundation, small, consistent actions that most people overlook. It's not about one big breakthrough or a single defining moment. It's about the discipline to show up and do the work, even when it feels tedious, even when no one's watching. Most people, they chase motivation. They wait for inspiration to strike before taking action. But the truth is that success isn't built in the moments when you feel excited. It's built in the moments when you choose discipline over distraction, when you commit to small things that add up over time. So what's one thing that you need to do more consistently? Maybe it's checking in with your team, or refining a daily habit, or making time for personal growth. Whatever it is, the results won't show up overnight, but they will show up. The compound effect of your small intentional efforts will create the momentum that leads to something bigger than you can imagine. The key is to trust the process. Keep stacking those small wins. Keep showing up with intention, because the person who masters the mundane is the person who wins in the long run. Stay committed, stay consistent, keep the fire burning. Your success is being built right now. One choice, one habit, one day at a time. Keep going. Thank you for joining us on another enlightening episode of the Success Mindset Podcast. Remember, you have the power to shape your destiny and create the life that you desire. If you're ready to take action, subscribe to the podcast and never miss an episode. Share it with your friends and your family and help us build a community of like-minded individuals striving for success. Until next time, stay motivated, keep learning, and let's continue to achieve greatness together.